All right, so in today's video, we just went over support and resistance. Now we're going to go over key levels, and specifically this one, we're going to go over your higher time frame key levels. So that's going to look like the weekly, daily, and the 4 hours. Those are going to be, your higher time frame levels. Now what you want to do is, for me, I'll sit there and mark, if we're at an all-time high, I'll mark that high off with my horizontal array tool, just so I know exactly where we're at. So we're gonna put all-time high right there. You could either put it to the left or right, whichever one makes it easier for you to see. We're gonna lock that into place so it doesn't move. And then on the weekly as well, I'm gonna kind of put myself in a range here. As you can see, I'm gonna mark this off right here at 220.94. And the chart I'm looking at right now is gold. I just found cleaner structure and price action. Like I said, we have the high, all-time high up there. And the reason why I picked this key level on the weekly is we have multiple touches right here. So like from the last video, support, and it held it for, this is weeks. So each candle is 7 daily candles and so on and so forth. So for multiple weeks, it held it right here. And there's going to be a lot of liquidity in this area. So what I like to do is, as far as the weekly, it just depends on what price action is. I like to kind of put it in a range. Now from there, so we're gonna put weekly. I like to put my stuff at the bottom to the right, and we're gonna make that a little smaller because that's big as hell. I'm gonna do it like that. That's gonna be it for the weekly, and then we're gonna drop down to the daily, and let's see what we see. First area I see is gonna be right here at 27.45. And as far as that goes, you could be like, you could place it right there, or some people might even move it up a little more towards the rejections. I mean, it's whichever is clearly the you. And what I'll usually do is, so I'm gonna set it right there, right on the closures and wicks and rejections. And we're gonna label that daily. Now, if you're not too sure where to put it at, you could always drop down a time frame below. So we're on the 4 hour now. As you can see, 4 hour, it looks pretty solid. Um, yeah, I like it right there. Yeah, so for example, I'm gonna move it down a little bit because it makes a little more sense on the 4 hour. Now, what you don't want to do is have a daily level and you're looking at the 15-minute, the lower time frame, and end up dragging it way down here in the middle of no man's land. Like I said, in these areas, you're gonna find the most liquidity and the best trade opportunities. The reason why I picked it, as you can see, you got support, and we get a huge reaction out of it. Came down, tested, boom, went up here to our all-time high, and then from our all-time high, price went down here, boom, created support. So that's another support area. And then from here, we get multiple touches. Why didn't it stay in the drawing tool? Okay. We get one right here, resistance, resistance. But in this whole overall area, there's moves being made. It came up right here on this one and dropped all the way down. Came up here multiple times, drop, boom, finally had that drop. So without keeping this video too long, we're gonna go on the daily. Let me delete all this mess out of here. So that's one level we got for the daily. Now, looking back at same time frame, I see another area I like right here. Um, right here. Said I went from level to level. So we had the daily up here, price came, boom, came touched right here, came back up. It broke this area, but then it retested it right here. So at 27.10, it came up and retested it and created a huge reaction all the way down to where current price action is at. And like I said, we're in the middle of no man's land right now, messing around in the all-time highs, but You could always look left. As you can see, price came up here, it broke it, created a big impulse. Now, what else do we have for the daily? Let me just mark this. So it's going to be another daily level. And what I try to do is stay around, current relevant price. No need to mark your charts all the way down here if we're not over there yet. As far as the 4 hour, we'll go with this area right here at 26.85. Why? This came up, impulse. What else happened? Price came up again. Boom. Retested it. Then it broke out. Then we went to this next level. And then what it do right here, broke out, but then came retested it and created another impulse. So we're gonna do that. It's daily. And let me see. Do I see anything else right here that I like? I'm gonna go right here at 26.21. Why? Support, impulse up to our next level. Right here. Came, broke it, tested it again on the lower time frame, shot back up to this level. Then he got over here, boom, came, broke it, retested it, established resistance. All right, let's see what we have on the 4 hour now. I mean, I could keep going on the daily, but let's go down to the 4 hour. Let's see. And if you see nothing right here, like something like this, always look left, and it's gonna leave you clues to, like what price wants to do. It has a strange way of repeating history. So just right here, looking left, I see this area. Let's see. Yeah, like this right here. That's gonna be 25.76. And we're gonna label that 4 hour. We're gonna lock that into place. Why? Support all through there. Resistance. Broke back above. Right here. Huge impulse to our next level. And then we come over here. What do we see? This is current price. Breaks it. Retests it. Sells. Retests. And retests. So that's going to be a huge liquidity area right there. Gonna be nice right there in that zone, that area, key level. And we're gonna put one more, and that's gonna be it for the 4 hour. Just looking right now, I see this area. There's no current price action right there, but if I was to take these shorts from here, I'd look at this next key level. Why? Resistance, 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 resistance. Now resistance became support. What do we have? A big impulse to the upside, to our next level. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. And as far as my higher time frames, in the next video we're gonna cover the lower time frames and how to mark those up on your chart as far as your more intraday levels right here.